Do you want to stay up to date with the messiest drama on the internet? Or what about those crazy viral challenges? Then be sure to tune in to TMZ Verified, the podcast. I'm Wild.
I'm Steph.
And each week we're either breaking down the spicy viral stories or we're hanging out with the most popular influencers around. Tana Mojo is in the building.
I don't even know if they're hating. They're probably just telling the truth, but we love the haters too.
Sophia Franklin.
Yeah, I mean, we can talk, but let's be real with each other, you know?
Bryce Hall is here, y'all. Make some noise, people.
I'm single, by the way.
Right.
So if you like viral drama, influencer culture, and just overall hot messiness, check out new episodes of TMZ Verified every Thursday right here on Spotify.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show. And, yeah, today was a pretty productive day. Walked all the way up to this, local, well, I wouldn't say local. It was, I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily say that it was local, but I walked all the way up to this Target. Got me some tape, was customizing these, Jordans, customizing actually my favorite pair of Jordans. I think it turned out okay. There's still some final touches that I need to do to it to really make it pop out, because it just right now it looks like just a black and yellow shoe and things, but no, there's some final details that I need to do to it and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I was doing a Batman themed shoe. I figured because my friend that got me the painting gear, I told her I was gonna do some Batman themed type shoes, but I said I was going to do them for her, but I was just nah, I might as well do it for myself and things. But anyways, yeah, it was pretty fun customizing these shoes. I was sitting down, listening to music, getting my hands all painting and dirty and things. But yeah, it was a process doing the first one. Now I think because I don't know, I think it's I just didn't really know what to do. And plus I was taking some breaks and things because I'm all right, sitting in the same spot. I got to move around and things. But anyways, no, that was pretty fun. I honestly don't even know. I should maybe I should do a relationship advice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a relationship advice because I really don't have nothing in the tank to do a random talk or anything else. I should do more extra episodes, but I'm I want to I don't know, I don't want to do too many of those, and then it's the next episode is what's going on? You doing all these extra things? I could though, because I'm I ain't did so many episodes. I mean, I could, but anyways, yeah, welcome to another relationship advice episode. Okay, so S-I-L means sister-in-law, because no, it was M-I-L, S-I-L. Okay, so now I'm understanding these sayings and things on Reddit. But anyways, first one, sister-in-law blocked me to post pics of my baby against my wishes and refuses to apologize. Yeah, I think people should respect the person's boundaries. If I ask you not to do something, you do it anyways. I just don't understand. Honestly, though, that'd be the last time I send her any photos. I'm get-togethers or anything. I'm just yeah, you ain't getting nothing from me. I'm if I just asked you not to post it and then you post it anyways, yeah, I wouldn't send her anything else. I'm that'd be the last of it. I'm yep. It's you, pretty much I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say that she broke a rule, but it's something, it was my wishes for you not to post those photos and stuff. So you posted them, so therefore I don't know. I had to teach her a lesson, but yeah, she ain't seen the kid or take him. And if she can respect what a person says, then she can know, she could be able to see the kid, take photos and all that stuff. But it's if she's just gonna go across a person's boundaries like that, yeah, I wouldn't send her anything. I wouldn't even honestly bring the kid around there. I'm she don't know how to listen. So I mean, I shouldn't have to tell a full grown adult to listen to things, but if I'm saying please don't do this and you do it anyways, yeah, you don't know how to listen. But anyways, next one. My parents keep opening my mail. Their justification is I live with them and pay my tuition, therefore they get to open my mail. I asked them not to open it and they said I'm selfish. Huh. I mean, I'd check the mail before they do. That's what I would do. If they were doing stuff like that, I just, yeah, open the mail, see what it is. If I could throw it away, throw it away. If it's something that I need to keep, then I'll keep it. But putting in a secret stash or something I don't know. do something weird. Overall, it's like you get to like hide it from them and stuff. But yeah, check the mail first. That's my advice to that person. Anyways, next one. After 8 years, I am leaving my wife, and I have no idea what to do or why it hurts so much. Huh. Yeah, let's read this. Let's see what's going on. This is long. No, this is a long one. I ain't trying to read this. It's like too many paragraphs and stuff. I guess I can say, like, if you're leaving a relationship, I don't know, if it's like on bad terms and you guys are leaving the relationship and it hurts, it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like a relief, like all this pain that you just had built up and things, and now it's gone and you think it hurts, but really it's just like, I think it's like a relief pain and stuff, like it's finally over with, you know. But if it's one of those where it's like it ended on good terms, but due to like schedules and all that stuff, you know, it's like you guys just like, it just like, I don't know, it wasn't like how it was like the first few days of the relationship and things. Like now it's done reached to a point where it's like we gotta go our separate ways. Yeah, I would imagine that it would hurt and stuff. Yeah, I would imagine that would hurt. I don't know, like keep in touch with that person, talk with them and things. You know, if you guys eventually do get back together or you find something else, like either way, I hope it does work out for you and things. But yeah, that's dang, it's like my fan is like acting weird. It's like making a weird noise. But anyways, yeah, I hope everything goes good. Next one, my cousin met a sugar daddy on Grindr. It's like Grindr. So I'm gonna say Grindr. I don't know. It wants me to take him to meet him. I don't want to meet anybody's sugar daddy or any of that stuff. That's just weird. That's weird. I'm like, nah, that's okay. You can call an Uber and well, then again, yeah, I'm like, you tell the sugar daddy to get you an Uber if they got money and stuff. Yeah, tell them to go get you an Uber and then drive you out there. I'm like, I'm not driving you to go meet no sugar daddy. I'm like, that's a waste of gas money. And I'm like, no, I wouldn't do that. No, I'd be all like, no, that's on you. You're gonna have to do that on your own and stuff. I won't. I will not be associated with your sugar daddy activities and things. So yeah, definitely would tell them, yeah, you better contact that sugar daddy and tell them to, you know, order you an Uber and or a Lyft, whatever car services they prefer, and yeah, have them go and pick you up and do all that stuff. I mean, what, they're your sugar daddy. I'm pretty sure they can spare a few dollars to get you an Uber ride and things. But anyways, next one, my wife gatekeeps sex and refuses to let me take care of my, wait, what? I don't want to read that because it just sounds weird. Next one, my grandparents walked in on me getting spanked by my boyfriend. Wow, that is crazy. No, I gotta read this one. I usually don't like to read these like sexual stories and stuff, but this one sounds funny. So anyways, the person says, I was raised by my grandparents and gave them a key to my place for emergencies. Well, my grandma gets really worried if you don't reply to her text in an hour. This specific day was the first day I saw my boyfriend in weeks because he had to go abroad for work and we wanted a bit of alone time. We put our phones on silent so we wouldn't be disturbed. Apparently my grandma wanted me to pick something up for her and got worried when I didn't pick up the phone or responded to her messages for a few hours. I feel like if you put a phone on silent, okay, I feel like, no, this is what I think that they need to do with cell phones. If you put a phone on silent and the same number keeps blowing you up, sending you text messages, I feel like the phone should come off silent and it should make some sort of like noise, like an emergency noise or something like that. Because no, I'm like, I feel like a phone or somebody like that, they should come out with the technology where, you know, after a person then called you or texted you a certain amount of times or a bunch of times, I feel like the phone should go off, make like some noise and things to let you know, like, hey, this number keeps blowing you up. Like, do you want to continue to have the phone on silent, or do you want to, you know, just or like respond to it and things? But yeah, this could have been prevented. Like, I feel like there should be like a thing like after 5 text messages or something like that, and you hadn't responded to the first one or to the phone itself, I feel like some like alarm type noise should go off, or a ringtone should go off, let you know like, hey, this number keeps calling, and do you want to continue to have on silent, or you know, like what do you want to do and things. But yeah, this could have been prevented. But anyways, then she says she decided to come over to my apartment with my grandpa since she was worried, and used the emergency key. When they walked in, I was splayed over my boyfriend's lap, and we were both butt naked. That is embarrassing. Yeah, I definitely would be like, nah, you guys. That's why I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, you wouldn't be expecting them to, like, yeah, I think I would leave my phone, the ringer on, just in case, and then, like look up and see and things. But I know it's like they say they didn't want to be disturbed and stuff, but I'm like, I feel like if that's the case, then you might want to text people just in case, like, hey, I'm going to be busy for the next, like, you know, few hours and stuff. So, you know, don't bother. Like, just ask somebody else and things. But, yeah, that's, man, that's just messed up. But anyways, then she said, since we are the only people that live in the apartment, we do whatever we want, wherever we want. This time on the couch, which meant that my boyfriend's hand hovering over her butt was the first thing my grandparents saw when they walked in. I never seen two people back out of the apartment so quickly in my life. My grandma still giggles nervously when she talks to me, and my grandpa won't make eye contact with me when we FaceTime. How do I make this less awkward and talk about my sexual preferences and not one that I want to have with the people that raised me? Yeah, that's probably gonna have to wait till this like blows over and stuff. That's what I'm gonna have to say that to this person. You are probably gonna have to wait until this blows over. It's like maybe next time have your phone on off the silent mode just in case. It's like just in case. Cause yeah, it's like, I mean, I don't know. Like if they're like, that's the thing where I'm like, who can possibly be texting you that many times where you have to put the phone on silent? Like, that's something to me I wouldn't even really think of. But yeah, if there's a person that constantly blows up my phone, I think I would have to, and if it is the grandparents, yeah, you have to tell them like, hey, I'm gonna be busy or I'm gonna be out, so if you do like need anything, like I'm gonna be busy, so I won't be able to get to the phone in time and stuff. So anyways, yeah, that could have definitely been prevented. But anyways, next one, my friend got hurt at my place and he's suing me. Is there any way I can get him at least drop this suit? Well, first off, that's not your friend. If your friend, like, I don't know, my thing is, I'm trying to think, have I ever hurt myself at my friends' houses or places or anything? I don't know, but that's something where I wouldn't necessarily sue them. So let's say, I don't know, like if you pranked them or you did something to like hurt them and things, and that's one thing. But like if it's like snowing outside or there's ice on the ground and they slip and fall in front of my door and things, I'm like, why? Like, or if it was me that did that, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily. Honestly though, I'd be like laughing with my friend. I'm like, dang, I wasn't expecting to slip and fall at your place. But to sue them, yeah, that's not your friend. That is not your friend at all. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's. Dang, why is this so long? Dang, just have it where they need to have it where it's like a short version of all these stories. I ain't trying to read it, but yeah, that ain't your friend. That's not your friend at all. I'll tell you that right now. If they hurt themselves at your place and they're suing you, yeah, that's not your friend. But anyways, next one, fiance found a guy's shirt at home. I have no idea where it is from. Huh. That'd be kind of scary. It's like, dang. There's like these like super long ones. Yeah, I'm not reading it. Dang, it's like, what do you necessarily do in that situation where it's like you don't even know where the clothes came from? And that's the thing where I'm like, I'm not a drinker, so it wasn't like I had like a drunk night or something and just randomly like somehow like clothes. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of weird. That's very weird. Yeah. There's like, I'm like looking at part of it and she's all like, now I'm worried he thinks that I cheated. But it's like, yeah, it's like, you honestly do. That's what I'm like, you gotta just like do like a whole like investigation and things. Like check my phone history, messages, all that stuff. You could check it. I ain't cheating. If I was in the situation where it was like a girl's like shirt, whatever, was like at my house, I'm like, I don't know how this got here, and I know I didn't cheat. You can check my phone. You can ask all my friends and everybody around me, what do I be doing on these hours? But I'm like, yeah, I'm no cheater. So therefore, I'm like, yeah, I definitely would have to try to like figure this situation out, because I'm like, that ain't normal. That's not normal at all. That's actually scary. I'm like, how a man's shirt end up in your guys' house? Like, yeah, that's scary. That's scary. I definitely would try to get that checked out or see what that's all about. But anyways, I ain't trying to read this because it looks long. They're like, I hope someone reads this. I don't want to read. Yeah, that is long. That is long. I'm sorry, but can't do it. I don't want to read long stories. Like, if it's just like simple stuff, then cool. But if it's like a super long story, I'm like, bro, just cut to it. Like, I ain't trying to see all that. But anyways, next one, acceptance isn't what I thought it would feel like. Is this normal? What? What are they talking about? Oh, this one ain't that long. But anyways, so they said my marriage of 8 years ended when I was 29. We'd been together since I was 19 and fell in love fast as college students. Traveled the world together, had all our firsts together. I was just as in love with her when she lost her feelings for me and left as on the day we met. I came from a pretty abusive childhood, and I guess the first real love I felt since I was very young was hers. What? Anyways, let's just move on. I ain't got time trying to decode what they're saying. So I was in absolute disbelief when she left me. She was more confident and successful than me, so I put myself down constantly. Went through all the stages of grief for years: bargaining, anger, guilt, depression, denial. Finally, last year, 3 years after seeing her last, I stopped grieving and came to an acceptance. I kind of always imagined that this would be a little easier, though. I accept that she's gone and not coming back to tell me it was all a mistake. The girl who hitchhiked across Europe with me and opened my eyes how amazing life can be is not in my life anymore. I accept that if I have kids, they won't be hers now, but it's a bit like when my dad died when I was a kid. I accept that he's gone, but when something really great happens, I wish he was there with me to share it. I've been on vacation with another woman who I'm in a relationship with, but sometimes I wish I can show her something and laugh. Or if I see something on the restaurant menu, I know she'll have love. I get a promotion at work, feel sad not telling her and celebrating. I have accepted that it's over and she doesn't love me, but I feel like I'll always wish she did. I didn't choose this life without her. I never wanted it. Dang, man. That's messed up. Dang, that's messed up. I don't know. Maybe that's something like therapy or like a counselor or somebody to like talk to and things. You know, it's probably best, like, you know, if you did find, if you found a new relationship, put all your focus on that. Don't dwell on the past. It was probably best that the relationship ended. It's like, what else can I possibly say? I feel like there's more I can say. It's like, maybe seek out friends or someone else that you can talk to. I don't know. It's like, did she... Well, I think it's like she fell out of love with them. That's like the type of stuff where I'm like, dang, man, how does a person just fall out of love with somebody? I'm like, that's the type of stuff that I worry about. Like, how does that even happen? Like, no, because I remember, I think it was Will Smith. He was telling that, he was telling a story of how he got divorced from his first wife and how she was saying how, like, she doesn't even love him anymore. And I'm like, dang. That's messed up. Well, I mean, he did, because no, he was talking about how he loved Jaden Pinkett Smith and things, and so I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's cool, but then, but no, it was just like the first wife. I'm like, how do you, like, just fall out of love with somebody? That's like the type of stuff where I'm like, I had to, like, ask people that done said that before, like, you just wake up and you just all like, I don't, like, I don't know, I can't necessarily say that they don't care for the person, but that's how it kind of, like, comes off, though, in a way, where it's like, you know, you just randomly fall out of love with a person. Like, you don't even care about them anymore. So I'm like, what? Explain that. Somebody explain that one to me, because I'm in a confusion when I hear people say that. So yeah, I hope that there's never a time where I'm with a woman and she just out of nowhere, just one morning, just wakes up and she's like, oh, I don't love you no more. I'm like, where does that even come from? So that's the type of stuff I'm like, it has to be like something deeper behind it. But yeah, that's at the same, I don't know, like, I wanted to like try to like solve the puzzle and things, but at the same time, it's just like, it just doesn't even really make any sense. Like, I don't know what I could have possibly did in order for something like that to even happen. But yeah, it's like, I think what the problem is, you want more answers from her. If she's not willing to tell you, it's best that you move on and focus on better things. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that as a comment. Yeah, because I'm like, yeah, it just, I don't know. I would assume that that's probably the problem. Like, she's just like, oh, I don't want to like hurt his feelings. That's why I'm like, look, whatever you possibly are going to say or do, where it's like you're claiming that you don't want to hurt my feelings, but I feel like that's hurting a person's feelings when you're saying stuff like you don't love them anymore, or you never loved them, or you never had feelings for them and things. Or it's like there has to be something deeper behind it. Like, there has to be. I'm like, and I'm not like, that's the thing where I'm like, is it the person's looks? Is it the way they act? Is it what they do for a living? Like, you're gonna have to give out more answers. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe watching too much of 48 Hours and things, I've like gotten to a point where I'm like, I gotta question everything, because I'm like, something like that just, to me, just doesn't really let's look that up. What does it mean when a person falls out of love with you? You feel unappreciated. Well, yeah, there's that, but why do people fall out of love? Yeah, let's click on that. It's like the number one thing. You're fighting all the time. You're in love with someone else. The relationship has been tested. Feel unappreciated. You were betrayed by your partner. There's like all the like listing things. Okay, well, to like, I don't know. Okay, so like, let's talk about this. So you're alright. So the first one is that you're fighting all the time. That's why I'm all like, I wouldn't even want to be in a relationship. I don't know, like, after the first, like, few fights, and I'd just be all like, I don't know, like, we gotta work on the fighting thing. Like, it's just like, I don't, like, if I don't want to, like, end the relationship, or I don't want to, like, tell her why it was like, oh, because we're fighting all the time, and then she's just like, that's not, like, or that's an excuse, or whatever it is. I would try to try to fix the problem. So if we are fighting all the time, I'd try to figure out solutions, like, on how to stop this or prevent this. What can we possibly do to fix this? And if we both come to an agreement where we both in the relationship, because all we're going to do is fight, then okay, then we come to that agreement and things. But if it's something where I'm like, if I know that, but then I think that she's in love with me and I'm in love with her, but then she's like, oh, I want to end things, like, oh, I just fallen out of love with you. I'm like, okay, is it because that we're fighting all the time? Tell me that. So then I'm like, okay, it's like, if we do come to an agreement, then we come to an agreement. But yeah, I'm like, and then all right, so the next one, then it's all like, you're in love with someone else. To go ahead and tell me that. Tell me. I'm like, if you're in love with someone else, now I'd like, I don't know. I feel like a part of me will be like, okay, well, now the relationship has to end. I'm like, you're in love with someone else, because I don't want to be cheated on and stuff. So yeah, I'm like, you go out, do your thing, but I'm like, it's probably best, like, if that's the case, don't talk to that person for a while. Like, I think that's messed up alone, like, to fall in love with somebody else when you're already, like, nah, I couldn't do that. I honestly couldn't do that. I know people will be all like, because I know people are like, oh, if you just met the person and you're like, look, it's like, whoever I'm in a relationship with, she's the only person I'm going to be worried about. It ain't going to be, oh, I fallen out of love with her because I fallen in love with somebody else. Now I can't do that to somebody. Nah. I'm like, a person is just too important, and I'm not trying to screw her mind all up because of like I just gonna have to be in that relationship for the rest of my life then. But I'm like, I ain't gonna cheat on her, or I'm not gonna break up with her. And I just feel like that's an excuse where I'm just like, yeah, you never really did care about the relationship in the first place. And then as many times they can be like, oh, I did. I'm like, well, obviously you didn't if you didn't fall in love with somebody else. I feel like something like that was already built up inside of you, and you just didn't really want to admit to it. But now that it's happened, then yeah, I'm like, I don't want to be in a relationship like that. But anyways, the relationship has been tested. So, alright, I'm going to read this one, because I'm like, what does it mean when the relationship has been tested? In addition, the reason why people fall out of love is that they faced hardships and difficulties that have strained their relationship with one another. For an example, if you're dealing with the loss of a job or the loss of a family member, these emotional burdens can end up shaking the bonds that tie you and your partner together. In some instances, couples fall out of love because they just can't seem to weather the storms together as a team, and this kind of financial and emotional strain end up breaking their connection and ending the love between the two. I would never end a relationship because I lost a job or I lost somebody that was important in my life. I feel like if anything, the comfort from that person would make the situation better. It will motivate you to, like, to have the situation end up being better for you and stuff. So if I did lose a job and I'm in a relationship, yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, the comfort of her, it motivates me, go out, find a job, and then so on. It's like I lost somebody. I feel like, why? That just, to me, it just doesn't even make any sense, where I'm like, if you just lost somebody, why would you want to end things and then really just have nobody to be around with? Like, I gotta understand, if you like take some time to like comprehend things, then I'm like, oh, okay, then that would make sense. And yeah, I'm like, if anything's, and then if it was if it was like the other way around, where she lost a job or she lost somebody, I'm gonna be there for her. I'm like, as many, the thing is like, as many times a person can like push you away in a situation, like, no, you have to be there for the person. You can't, like, cause you push them, they push you away and they're gonna feel alone and all that stuff. And I'm like, maybe they do need some alone time, but I'm just like, look, I'm here for you. I don't want, no bad things to happen. Like, overall, like, you're gonna get through this. It's gonna be all right. Like, you just like gotta sit there and motivate people and stuff. Like, I feel like that's like a lack of motivation in any relationship. If you're gonna say that, oh, the relationship's been tested because I lost a job or I lost, like, and it might be some other reason behind it too. But I'm like, I don't know. I can't necessarily believe that that's been, like, if I don't know, if, like, I feel like a girl told me like she's breaking up with me because the relationship's been tested. I'm like, what do you mean it's been tested? Like, is it negative or positive? Like, what do you, like, what does that even mean? Like, I'm like, nah, you're gonna have to, I feel like that one needs an explanation on it. If a person ends the relationship with you because they're all like, oh, the relationship's been tested, and I'm like, okay, what tests? But anyways, you feel unappreciated. I definitely, I don't know, I feel like if a girl breaks up with me because she says that I don't appreciate her enough, I definitely I would try to figure out a way. I'm like, okay, well, like, I don't know. I'll figure out something. But I'm like, what? That's why I'm like, I ain't trying to sound rude, but like, what could she have possibly been doing to where she deserved to appreciate? See, that's what I'm like, I'm not saying it to come off as rude, but I'm trying to think of like, what could she, why is she feeling that way? Like, that's what I'm like, no, we guys, like, it's something that like deserves like a sit down and talking, but I'm just all like, that, I wouldn't like flat out ask her like, well, why do you need to be appreciated? Like, what do you need to be appreciated for? That's a rude question itself, but I'm not like asking the question like that, but I'm just like, what could have possibly made her feel this way? Like, what was going on? So yeah, then I'm just like, I'd figure out, like, then I would, like, at that point in time, now I would have to like try to think of something to do for her to like show her that you are very appreciated. So if it was like, let's go back to, there's like the tested thing, and then like, let's say if I did lose somebody or I lost a job or something and she helped me and things, and then it's like, then she felt like I wasn't being appreciating her enough, then I just feel like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to repay you back when the time is right. But I'm like, don't feel like you're not like, no, it's like, I feel like, I don't know, that I feel like a person might not be that more like that open to tell somebody else that, even in a relationship. It's like, you'd be surprised. But it's like, tell the person, like, open up, talk a little bit and things. Maybe they shy or something, I don't know. But anyways, then there's like, you were portrayed by your partner. I feel like, that's like the you see like the partner cheated on you or something, and then they're just like, oh, I don't want to be with you no more. Then I'm like, then end that relationship. That, in that relationship by far and stuff. That's like cheating. It ain't like, oh, you falling out of love with the person. I mean, yeah, you did, but it's cheating. Like, you know, you could overall broke up with me and then went off with this person, but no, the fact that you're gonna do it while being with me, nah, you're a cheater. So anyways, yeah. But yeah, figuring out that whole falling out. I might have to read more into that, but I'm gonna end this episode and things. Dang, this is short. It's only 29 minutes. I feel like it was like longer than. I don't know why I felt like I've been sitting here for like 40 something minutes and stuff. But anyways, yeah. But I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And that being said, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching and or listening, and peace.